Hey, it's Rob here, and today we're going to be ranking responses to bad reviews. So review number 1, ordered a waffle to find a fingernail and hair on my food. Absolutely shocking customer service, as I was told I would have to wait another hour to get a fresh one. Asked for a refund but never received one. Wouldn't send my worst enemy there. Okay, that's pretty bad. We don't want to get fingernails in people's food. So typically when I would respond to something like this, I'd probably want to know a little bit more about the brand, and you want to answer using your brand voice, because if you're a little bit fun, you can have some fun with it. But not knowing that, my response would probably be pretty typical of saying, first of all, apologize. I apologize for the experience that you had. We definitely don't want customers feeling that way or having experiences that way. And then I'd probably add, please come in and have breakfast or dinner or whatever it was on us and give us another try, give us another chance. But the response from the business, it was, our restaurant is not open yet, so this is impossible. We open May 12th, just in case anyone thinks this is remotely true. They addressed the issue, I get that, but you probably want to take a little bit of responsibility and just say, have some fun with it, maybe of saying, too bad you had that experience. Couldn't have been our restaurant because we're not open yet, but I will love for you to come in and try our restaurant that opens on May 12th. Maybe that angle might have been better, because that way you're also encouraging them to come back. So I would give this response a 2 out of 5. The second review, this place is a complete dump. Half of the tee offs on the driving range don't have tees. The mini golf is tore to shreds. Do not spend a cent on this business. So I think the approach on this one is, again, start by apologizing, and we always want to do that. But then maybe talk about sort of the procedures you have in place for your business. So in this case, I assume it's a driving range. So talk about how they make sure that they go in after the drive. People use the driving range and replace the tees and try to fix things, because it happens. There's going to be wear and tear, and apologize that wasn't the case in this situation. Ask them to come in, give them a free bucket of balls, and talk about it further. So that's kind of what the approach I would take. But let's see what the owner said. The owner responded, "We had to kick this person off the premises because he refused to pay for mini golf after being caught walking onto the course without paying." So it's mini golf, maybe not a driving range. But again, I feel like that's a little confrontational. Like, you probably don't want to take that approach. It doesn't really resonate, I think, probably with the brand or the people reading the response. I would probably take a little bit of a softer approach and apologize and ask them again to come in, talk about your policies that you have in place for your business, and then ask them to come in. So I feel this one is a little bit too confrontational, so I'm gonna say it's a 2 out of 5. So the last review, pretty vulgar staff, paid for services and was kicked out for hanging out in the weight room. Was yelled at and told that I won't get far in life with that attitude. Alrighty, so I think for this one, what the approach I would take is, I probably want to fact check a little bit. So take it offline, go talk to your team and see what actually happened. One thing that you'll want to do is make sure that you actually respond fairly quickly on any bad reviews as well, so you don't want it sit too long. But I think part of the thing that I would do is go talk to your team, come back and actually then respond to it and say you actually did talk to the team. Here's what happened, and maybe you have to apologize at that time depending on what happened, or you can address it at that time and ask them to come back in and talk about it. But it's nice actually getting, this one feels like it needs a little bit more digging before you can kind of respond. So let's read the response from the business owner. "You were actually kicked out for throwing things in the weight room, but hey, we all lie once in a while, right? We'll give you some free advice though. Treating people and things with disrespect will get you kicked out of both places. Have fun." So on the surface, that's probably, you probably think that's not a great response, but I actually don't mind it. And I think that one thing that I'd want to know is that maybe that aligns really well with the brand. So one thing that we want to do is our responses should be aligning with our brand voice, because this is representation of who you are. I'm going to give the owner credit here to say that it aligns with who they are. The only thing I'd probably add is a little bit of apologizing. Maybe you want to start off by apologizing a little bit, because that's the way the person felt. But I actually really love this response. It made me laugh, and it probably will make you laugh as well, and it probably aligns with who his audience is. So I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5.